Welcome to On a Very Serious Note, where we ditch the BS and get real. I'm your host, Patrick, and we're diving deep into life's roller coaster. Career highs, messy relationships, wanderlust-inducing travels, and social issues that matter. Expect raw and filtered conversations and a whole lot of laughs. This ain't your average podcast, so buckle up and get ready to be challenged and entertained. Kaya tara na, usap tayo. Welcome to On a Very Serious Note. I'm Patrick, your host, and today we're diving into a deeply important topic, suicide awareness. This is in recognition of the World Suicide Prevention Month, and this episode is dedicated to raising awareness, sharing personal stories, and providing hope. Joining me is my co-host for today, Stephanie. Hello, Mommy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be part of your podcast about suicide prevention. So
Yes,
let's
this is
go.
this is very timely because we're celebrating the suicide prevention awareness or prevention day today, September 10th. But ang kabuang buwan ng September is a celebration of Suicide Prevention Month. And together we'll be having a heartfelt conversation about coping mechanisms, support
Mhm.
systems, and the power
Yeah.
of seeking help. Yun yung importante ngayon eh. Right?
Yes, definitely. Kailangan talaga natin yan. Seeking
Yes.
help is really a must.
Mm-hmm. So, Stephanie, can you give us a brief intro about you, your background, what do you do, just for our viewers and listeners to get a glimpse of who you are, who my co-host would be today.
Very serious. Okay, so yeah, about me. So I'm Stephanie. You know me, we've been traveling together. You know, I really love traveling a lot. So I'm also a VA like you, pero more of executive
Yeah.
assistant and working for. So that's what pretty much I've been doing my entire life. So but if I'm not doing this, I'm just traveling. Actually, parang gusto ko na lang mag-start ng traveling podcast, right? And or traveling vlog because I mean, I'm always out on the road and seeking for adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I also would like to highlight that me and Stephanie met in a very random moment. Yung very
Mhm.
weird siya kasi I had a friend, kami talaga yung friend nung friend ko, na friend din ni Steph. Eventually, na-introduce si Steph sa group or sa akin hanggang naging mas close kami ni Stephanie. You know,
Yeah.
on top of the, like, rather than my friends. So it's very funny.
Mhm.
Ang dami na din naming travel moments with Stephanie. Nakapagbalik na din kami ng Siargao, nakapunta na
Mhm.
ng Balabac, and we pretty much talk about deep conversations about life and everything.
Yeah.
So there's really no perfect person to co-host with me in this very topic. Kasi although we really don't have enough experience about this very critical topic, I firmly believe na meron din tayong pinagdadaanan sa buhay natin. Like you, Mommy, di ba? And me, we've heard it
Mhm.
a lot na it could also be relevant to the topic that we're going to, the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is about, getting help, seeking help, leveraging mental health, and a bunch of stuff that's happening around in our society, especially sa mga new generations, sa mga younger generations like us, right?
Yeah. Totally agree.
Let's get started by breaking the silence and shedding light on this crucial conversation. So I'll start by sharing something personal. I remember a time na there was the first time I faced a suicidal thought in my life. That was like when I was working when I landed my first work. I had to really cope up with the pressure generally the pressure of life, ang dami kasing dapat i-meet na expectations with family. And of course, yung kakasimula mo lang, 'di ba, after graduating, you
Mhm.
hop into working agad. So, yung pressure nandoon, tsaka ins and outs of relationship, the different kinds of relationship and the people I met. Along the lines of those, consequences and circumstances, I did have episodes of thinking, hindi naman yung parang super super talaga na yung parang very very scary thought na talagang I would end up everything. Kumbaga,
Mhm.
yun na siya. Kasi sometimes yung thought ng
Dumaan lang.
dumadaan yung
Dumaan
thought,
lang sa
yeah,
utak mo, yeah. Mhm.
dumadaan lang na what if wala na ako dito? I think my problems would be gone. Yung parang ganun yung thought na yung dumadating sa isip ko nung time na yun. Ikaw, what's your experience? When was the first time na parang na-encounter, or did you have an episode um, in your life in the past na parang naisip mo na same with how I thought about, the thing?
Yes, of course. I think all of us will experience it at some point. My experience was when I think just like parang mga 4 years ago pa lang yan. Because I never really had though my childhood is really, very difficult, pero I never really had that kind of thought up until kapag sobrang nagpatong-patong na may yung mga problema mo, right? And then when the things in your life doesn't go your way. So I think that happened to me 4 years ago. So same with you, not really like I'm gonna act on it, but you just have that thought that um uh, what if you're just end your life or do this thing so matapos na lahat ng problema mo, or what's gonna happen, is it going to make other people's lives better. So those are the kind of things na parang papasok talaga siya sa isip mo na is it going to be better if I'm not around anymore, right? So
Exactly.
those the questions that's going to enter your mind once you have that kind of thought na that's a lie din kasi. So but it doesn't make any better eh. So yun, kasi usually pag mga marami ka talagang problema, it's not going to um escape from your mind na maiisip mo talaga siya. So yun. But when I experienced, it's ang pinagdadaanan ko noon is I was trying to heal from a situationship that I entered.
Oh,
Oh, that's new to you.
very
No,
interesting.
no, I think I've told you about this now, but maybe I just have to remind you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to recover from that, and I have discovered a lot of things that um my mistakes and the things that I need to work on within myself. And I feel like so overwhelming siya for me to start working on myself. So I had that thought na okay, if I just um do this thing, or if I just end my life, I think it's gonna be better because I don't have to work on myself anymore. So yun yung kaya mas medyo mabigat siya. It's not really um dahil sa pressures of life, or this career. Sa akin very different. It's not about the career, it's not about material things. It's all about within myself na parang paano ko to susolusyunan, mga ganon.
Yeah.
Yan.
Kasi iba-iba din naman ang dynamics ng experiences natin when it comes to this thought, no? I
Mhm.
firmly believe that it all starts with sometimes triggers for people to lead to this, that leads to these thoughts, starts
Mhm.
from experiences, yung mga traumatizing experiences. Generally doon nang gagaling. But
Mhm.
I think I also learned it from my professor back in college na sometimes it could be just out of nowhere. You don't have wala kang pinagdadaanan, but it's just kind of like, bigla na lang siyang dumating na thought. Kumbaga, there is a sense of lack, there is a sense of emptiness, or parang walang purpose yung mga ginagawa mo sa buhay. Like, what you do on a daily basis, parang hindi siya ganun ka-rooted sa purpose mo. Parang walang direction yung buhay mo. Yun yung iba daw na mga na-experience ng iba. So, iba-iba. Yung sa akin naman,
Yeah.
it was more of the pressure in life. It was more of trying to achieve a lot of things for my family, for myself. And of course, sobrang bilis ng mga pangyayari, kaka-graduate lang, pumasok agad sa trabaho, need to sustain for the family and all that. So, parang ang sarap na lang mawala dito sa mundo. Parang ganun. We're not trying to
Invalidate others, yeah.
others na experiences, but we're trying to be vulnerable with our experiences. This is my experience, and this is also Stephanie's experience. So,
Yeah.
we're here to put this out in this platform to inspire others and to tell others that there is a way. Kasi right now, if we look back, parang masasabi na talaga natin na nalagpasan na natin yon, 'di ba? Ilang
Yeah.
beses natin yung pinag-usapan, Mami, alam mo yan.
Yes.
Parang, 'di ba?
Of
Parang
course.
paulit-ulit natin sinasabi na, naku, no, hindi ko ma-imagine na nalagpasan natin yon. So, there is really a way to get out of this. And
Yes.
iba-iba ang dynamics, iba-iba ang pamamaraan iba-iba ang pamamaraan or ways to get out of this, to seek help, to resolve these issues within ourselves. But it always starts with the choices we make for ourselves, right? Now,
Exactly.
meron dito na tanong, ano bang mga signs, or ano ba yung mga kadalasan na mga signs or mga na-experience ng mga taong merong ganitong thought? What are our very specific experiences? Like us ba, personally, ano yung mga nare-remember, ano yung recollection natin nung times na yon? Ikaw mauna kung ano yung mga weird feelings na na-encounter mo nung time na yun that you only thought it was just a normal, thing to feel, but eventually led you to thinking or to, getting that thought.
I think the first thing talaga is yung anxiety and overthinking that you have within a specific things that you're going through in your life. Kasi the more you overthink about it, kung ano-ano na yung sumusunod, that's the very first thing for me. And then anxiety leads to depression. So for me personally, what I have experienced is, kasi yung anxiety parang normal na lang sa akin. Okay, negative thoughts and all that, and then I will overthink. But what made me think na hindi na siya normal is the anxiety leads to depression, and then depression leads to anhedonia. If you're familiar with anhedonia is actually you cannot feel anything. I just felt numb. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat, or I cannot even drink, even if I force myself. And what's worst about anhedonia kasi is, even if you do the things that you love, you're not excited anymore. So yun. I think my signs and my symptoms is actually extreme. That's why I know na parang, wait, this is not me anymore. So anhedonia is like losing a sense of emotion. And I think I've told you this na parang it's so scary when you're a very emotional person and then you lost that feeling kasi alam mo na may mali sa akin. So
yeah. That's a really good sign. That's a really good sign. Especially sa mga tao na grabe yung emotion, may times na at peak ka sa emotion, may times very low ka. But generally, it's a really good sign. Yeah.
Yeah, so yun, kapag ganon, kasi once you experience anhedonia, parang feeling mo, even that thing that you wanted to do, the S thing that you wanted to do, parang feeling mo hindi mo siya ma-feel if you do that. So, but the thing there is, Kaya mahirap siyang lagpasan. So the thing there is parang you have to know yourself to a point na pag alam mong emotional ka and then you cannot feel anything. You should be really what do you call this? Scared or not really scared, but at least you try to do something. Okay, what is happening to me?
Mhm.
So I think those are the biggest signs when you are going through an extreme things sa buhay mo that you feel like it's going to end up you somewhere. Pero again, it's anxiety and overthinking and depression is really huge. Kasi maraming kabataan or younger generation who's experiencing that, diba?
Mhm. I agree.
What about you, Mommy? What's your main signs and symptoms before you
Wala.
experience that? Grabe na yung wala.
No, I think I also have the same. I started having anxiety attacks. I mean, I had anxiety disorder before. When I first worked after graduating, dun ko na feel na my body is changing. Like I've felt weird things in my body. Like
Mhm.
nagpa-pound yung chest ko. Akala ko it's more of the cardio system.
Mhm.
Parang I feel like I'm having a heart attack or something, but that's already panic attacks I've been experiencing.
Sumisikip.
Oo, may sikip sa dibdib. And then eventually parang I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. But you know, it's different. Anxiety is of course different with the S thing, but that's like the
Mhm.
first thing na nag-lead sa akin to thinking na parang this is not normal anymore.
Mhm.
Like I
Yeah.
just gumigising na lang ako sa isang gabi, dalawang gabi, tatlo, apat na parang I don't know, my mind is in a blank space, but I can hear the pounding of my chest, and
Mhm.
I feel like something is chasing me, or you know, that feeling is weird, creepy. Um, and then I thought of that as just like a normal stress thing
Mhm.
until it lasted for about a year, and then one day when I was sleeping, and then I suddenly woke up in the middle of the night, feeling very sad. Like I don't know where that comes
Mhm.
from, where that came from. I felt like very sad. Like I felt like I'm alone. I feel like parang wala akong kakampi, parang wala akong kausap, wala akong ka kakampi sa buhay. Yung parang ganun na mga feeling. So I thought of it like, am I just being too emotional? Like when these feelings and these thoughts comes in, andun yung parang ano mo yung parang flight response mo ba na parang, no, I'm just being too OA. I'm just being too overreacting to things. Maybe I'm just being maoy sa relationship
Mhm.
or because I have not been given the attention I've been seeking from people or something like that.
Mhm.
But it actually kind of like became frequent. Na kahit na masaya ako a few hours ago, when I'm alone, I start feeling the same things again. And that's when I
Mhm.
knew that it's not normal anymore.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
yeah. So parang feeling ko na I need to do something. I need to I need to find something that explains this feeling. So yun yung
Mhm.
unang-unang pumasok sa isip ko. Good thing I really had that courage to, I mean, I entertained that thought na I need to think. I need
Meron
to
ka
do
ding thinking
something.
na hindi normal, na hindi na
Yes.
'to normal.
Kumbaga,
Okey.
yung dynamic ko kasi when parang ano kasi yun, 'di ba, yun yung mga signs, yun yung mga unang nararamdaman natin. At kapag wala tayong self-awareness, kung wala tayong, kumbaga hindi tayo, hindi natin tinitingnan, hindi natin ino-observe yung thought natin, yung feelings natin, you would only think of it as a normal thing and then you would sleep with it and then, you know, go back to the routine. Parang sinusuppress mo ba
Mhm.
yung feeling mo, and eventually it will be part of your system until it becomes worse, 'di ba? That's how depression progresses. And then
Mhm.
eventually will lead you to the S thing.
Mhm.
Um
Yes.
But the good thing about me is I really entertain that thought. I need to do something. This is not me anymore. This is different. This is not normal anymore. This is outside of the physical manifestations. Like nagme-manifest na siya sa body ko. Of course, may mga tumataas na yung BP ko, ganun. Oo, pinagpapawisan na ako like sa gabi, yung mga ganun, yung mga symptoms ng anxiety. And then yung feeling na parang empty ka and you're sad. Out of nowhere, bigla ka na lang nalulungkot. So yun pala yung unang mga manifestations, mga early manifestations.
Yung na-experience mo ba yung bigla-bigla kang iiyak out of nowhere?
Ay, oo din. Grabe. Kahit ngayon, umiiyak pa rin ako. Pero yun din yung isa sa mga na-learn ko kasi. Ang galing ko naman kasing umiyak. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a highly emotional person. Admittedly,
Yeah, you are.
Alam mo yan. Pero ngayon, ang kaibahan kasi, parang the way how I navigate with it is because I want to acknowledge my emotion. I want to always and consistently acknowledge my emotion. Kumbaga, sige, kung gusto kong umiyak, iiyak ako. Pero hindi ako pwedeng magstay dyan. Kumbaga, after I cry, after I become emotional, I'm gonna get out of it and, find something different. Not entertain another feeling or thought again. I don't know if it's normal. Wala namang expert dito na mag-advise sa atin. But I already talked about it with my professor in college, and he said that's a really good coping mechanism. Parang magandang exercise yan to really navigate through our emotions. Kasi may mga ganun talaga na very dynamic ang feelings or emotion. So ikaw, paano naman ang dynamic sa iyo? Like when you have that thought, ano yung unang action na ginawa?
The thought of esting.
Of the esting, yeah.
Of course, since I know that it's not normal dahil nga highly sensitive or highly emotional tayong tao. So since I know that it's not normal for me, what I first did was I seek help talaga. I think having that thinking na just because you seek help doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Na when you seek help from anything, like kung mag-CBT ka man or psychiatrist or anything that you wanted to try it, because sometimes all we need is just to talk to someone and then let out the emotions that we have inside, and then we just wanted someone to listen to us without any judgment or without any response. Kasi nakakagaan talaga siya ng feeling when you're talking to someone. That's why I really love you, because you know, right, that we always have deep talks in life, and then just random things and all that. Kasi sometimes we just really need someone on our side who will listen to us without any judgment. So that's what I did. Since I know that it's not normal anymore, so I tried to look for psychologists during that time, and then I had some couple of CBTs, but at the same time, I was also working on myself at the background, like reading books, watching videos about what I'm going through, and then I tried to change my routine. Like I tried to change with the food that I'm eating, and also my habits. Like for example, I stopped checking my phone as soon as I wake up so that I won't see other people's stuff the very first thing in the morning. And then I'll try to, have a walk first and then talk to myself, okay, what's wrong with you? How are you today? So sometimes simple things like that it really matters for yourself na you check in on yourself first before you check in on other people. Kasi diba, us Filipinos, we're very selfless, and then we tend to always think about other people that is around us as soon as we wake up. Pero nakakalimutan natin na i-check mo muna natin yung sarili natin. Okay, kamusta ka naman today? Diba? Kamusta ka, girl? Ano nangyari sa'yo today? Paano tayo magiging better person today? Mga ganun. Mga simple things like that. And then, but what really helped me is yung talking therapy with someone. Though I didn't finish my sessions with them, But kasi naging okay ako, and then after 3 sessions, she told me that, "I don't think you need me."
Mm.
Sabi niya, "I don't
Pwede
think
pala
you need
yun.
me."
That if when you feel
Yeah.
better now, when you're very confident na you feel better na and you're okay na, you can just end the
Mhm.
session without completing the entire.
Yeah, of course. Kasi you cannot force yourself to do something naman na you're not comfortable with, eh. 'Di ba? Kasi when the reason why you're doing that is because you need someone to help make you feel better, or to get your head outside of that thought
Mhm.
para maalis ka dun. So once you have an established, or once na let go mo na siya, puwede mo na siyang gawin. Ngayon, continue mo yung kinontinue ko sa'kin personally, kinontinue ko yung mga things na nag-work better for me yon. Like for example, changing my habits, changing my diet, and then of course, meeting my friends, talking to them, starting opening up of
Mhm.
kasi minsan kasi we're bottling up the emotions, 'di ba?
Yes.
We're trying, coming from an introverted perspective, you always keep everything inside, tapos sasabog ka na pala. So yun,
Oo.
minsan talaga kailangan mo lang ng kausap, i-share mo lang.
Mm.
So yun yung mga ginawa ko. Ganun lang.
Wow. I really
Eh,
appreciate
ikaw naman.
you sharing that. It's not ano ha, it's not an easy thing to do, and sharing that in this platform is also very, very, very strong of you to, put this out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is a very critical topic, a crucial topic, not critical, a crucial topic, but we try to be very friendly with our words and be careful and cautious
Yes.
with what we're sharing here. And at the same time, sound like, as encouraging as we can
Mhm.
para yung experiences namin ma-translate doon sa mga taong dumadaan din sa mga ganitong
Yeah.
pagsubok sa buhay. Char.
Mhm.
Now, I like that you also mentioned that it's also important to seek help. Now, we're moving into seeking help. Kasi,
Mhm.
'di ba kanina, at first we observe our body, we observe our emotions. That's when we start to feel that we're not okay. Generally, there's something wrong, or there's happening differently
Mhm.
in ourselves. And then we start taking action by being more aware, self-aware. And then once you become
Yeah.
self-aware, you start to seek help. You start to take that first step. Now, I
Mhm.
think the stigma here, or I think the challenge here is number one, the stigma and judgment. Kasi
Mhm.
ano siya kumbaga, battling na nga yung thought na you have that, struggling that within you.
Mhm.
Kadalasan yung mga tao nahihirapan to navigate around this because they think na i-judge sila, or
Yeah.
natatakot silang
Mhm.
ma-label, 'di ba? Or natatakot tayo in generally na ma-label sa iba na, ay may issue ka pala, ay meron ka pinagdadaanan and things like that. And I think that's what
Mhm.
that is what the theme is all about for this year's
Yeah.
as a suicide awareness or prevention celebration or month, um, which is changing the narrative of suicide, or changing the narrative on suicide rather. So ito yung
Yeah.
World Suicide Prevention theme for this year, 2024 to 2026, according to the World Health Organization. And it's very important to also know and share this in the public, or to our listeners right now, na one of the facts about the S thing is that over 700,000 people die by the S thing
Yeah.
each year globally. And its staggering number affects people of all ages and backgrounds. Walang pinipili. Mabata at
Nakakatakot.
matanda, which is very
Yeah.
nakakatakot
Mhm.
talaga. But
Mhm.
there's always advocacies and campaigns being put out there, that the S thing, the narrative on S thing is not something to be feared of. It's something
Mhm.
preventable. Yun yung assurance ng mga
Yes,
experts.
it is.
And we
Mhm.
come from that same place. Tayo, dumaan din tayo
Mhm.
noon. Personally, I did myself went through that stuff, and then I'm here. I'm better than yesterday. I'm not saying I don't have any stress or mental issues. I still have pressures. I feel anxiety, but these are things that I have mastered. Kumbaga,
Yeah.
nagkaroon ako ng deeper understanding sa self ko. I chose to bond with myself more,
Mhm.
doing the things I really love, doing the things that
Mhm.
I haven't tried yet, to make
Mhm.
to make way of thrill and exciting things in your life. That's also one way or another putting more meaning and purpose in
Mhm.
our lives, right? And right now,
Yes.
as we move and progress through our celebration with the World Suicide Prevention Month,
Professional. Mhm.
it's also very important to know that there are ways to seek help. It's
Yes.
available. All the resources are available
Mhm.
anywhere. 'Di ba? Meron diyan mga hotlines, meron mga applications, meron diyan mga services online. Even probably HMOs from our company provides a mental health service provider that we can always and always look into. And privately um these are privately conducted sessions. Hindi to walang judgment, walang anything. And these are people that you don't know. You talk to people that you don't know. So there's really no judgment at all.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
the most important thing. Kasi ito din, Mami, parang na-realize ko that we become more open to people that we don't know. Right? Why is that?
Yeah, it is.
Parang ang dali natin mag-storytelling kapag hindi natin kilala yung tao.
Kasi ikaw, sa tingin mo, bakit? Based on your
Kasi
experience.
wala ngang judgment. Yeah,
Yeah.
walang bias, walang judgment. Kumbaga, we're like just talking to someone who's just there to listen but without any other opinions to say or like background
Yeah.
about ano yung pinagdadaanan talaga natin, 'di ba?
Yeah. Yes, I think for me naman, siguro the reason why also we connected so much is because it's very rare for us to meet people who's going to listen without any judgments, ba? We tend to hold back kasi we're always scared about kung ano sasabihin ng ibang tao. Alam mo yon. So yeah, number one talaga yung judgment. But once you let go of that feeling na, alam mo yon, taking personally what other people think about you.
We don't
Once you let go,
we don't take
yeah,
we don't take
yeah.
personal basta yun.
Hindi na,
Hindi
hindi
na
na,
natapos eh. Parang we should not be taking
Mm.
into personal things. Huh? Parang ganun. Kumbaga,
We don't take it
let's not
personally.
take
Yeah.
things personally. Yun. Yan.
Yes. Oo.
Kumbaga,
Let's not think.
yeah, well, let's just be chill. Chill lang tayo sa buhay natin. We don't need to be yung parang we don't need to be something people defines us and labels us.
Yeah.
Kasi doon nagsisimula yan. Isa din yan nagsisimula doon sa parang because you wanted to prove yourself with others. Parang gusto mong maging someone based on how people define you. So that
Perceive you.
builds up the
Yes.
pressure, 'di ba? At kapag na-fail ka, parang you feel like you have not met their expectations. Parang you feel like you're a less of a person. So yun yung parang magiging isa sa mga ways na mag-lead towards thinking na I don't add up to the expectation of others and I'm useless, parang ganun. So let's start with yung first episode ko kasi about self-love. So I think it's very important to highlight here that let's start with self-love. Hindi naman masama na magbigay ng self-love, especially if we want to take care of ourselves first before we can take care of others. Yun yung sabi mo, 'di ba? Wake up every single day thinking of yourself first rather than thinking of others. Right?
Yeah. Check in with yourself talaga. Kasi, I mean, sabi nga nila, you cannot pour into another's cup when you're also empty.
Yes.
Gusto mo yun?
No, yun. Nagkakape lang din.
No, that's reality. You have to feel something within yourself first.
Mhm.
So para may maibigay ka.
Yeah.
Like you're my
Correct.
very good example. Like you're always happy, you're
Aw.
always vibrant. So that's what the energy you exude to everybody.
Mhm.
So diba, I really appreciate that about you. So that's the same thing with self-love or love with other people
Mhm.
na parang kailangan meron ka nun sa self mo so that you can also give to others because if there's none and if hindi mo pa naayos yung self mo or napupur yung sarili mo ng love, then what other people can expect from you, 'di ba?
Yeah. I
So
definitely
like
agree.
you full of positive energy, so that's what you give to other people too. So
Exactly.
mga ganon.
Yeah. So
I love it.
exactly. Kasi I think it also boils down to yung parang you you overflow. Yung parang hindi
Yes.
ka naman magiging empty talaga. It's just that you overflow because you have too much of yourself already to give
S-
and to share.
Yeah.
So you keep a space and a room for new things in your cup, but at the same time,
Mhm.
you also want to overflow with others once you finally find that sense of feel fulfillment. Yung parang you can
Mhm.
really say na there's experiences that you want to share with others then based on how dark your past, hindi naman based off, but despite of how dark the past was, it's also good
Mhm.
to note na you can also make use of that as your strength, as a testimony na nalagpasan mo yun. But there is a way to get out of it. There is really a way to get out of these things. Kumbaga, it's just a
Mhm.
phase. It's just a stage in life. Especially right now in our generation. Pag kumbaga, masyadong mabilis yung takbo ng panahon para sa atin. Kumbaga, which our generation shifts easily, no? We try to shift our career very easily. We try to make our decisions swiftly. Um, we change our perspective very suddenly. Ganun kabilis yung
Mhm.
dynamics natin sa generation natin. And that's very normal. That's very normal. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that,
Yes.
kumbaga, if you're not fully aware of yourself and you don't have boundaries then, kumbaga, you would hit the
Mhm.
roadblock. Yun yung magiging issue. Yun yung magiging challenge. And eventually, magkakaroon ka ng mga ganon, mga mental health issues, anxiety, depression, and all that. But no, na yung mga bagay na to are just, it's just like, parang dark clouds na parang andyan lang, dadaan
Mm.
yan,
Then it will
and
pass
then it will
by.
pass by, yes. Hindi mo
Mhm.
kailangang magstay doon kasi itong mga thoughts na to, itong mga experiences and trauma or pains that we've encountered in life, kumbaga think of it as a dark clouds passing by, dadaan yan. Pero sometimes kasi yung mga tao nagkikling sa experiences na yan, for some reason, parang they feel like there's no way to get out of it. They enjoy the feeling of being there. Um,
Mm.
and forget na it could lead to it's a trap that it could lead to a worst case, the much extreme depression and eventually the S thing. So it's really, really, really important to be mindful of yourself. Be mindful, be observant of your feelings. We're not saying here to skip the feelings, but at least to navigate around them. Observe mo yung feelings mo and how you react to these feelings. And then eventually, mamamaster mo na. Kasi napagdaanan mo yung feeling, alam mo na kung ano yung gagawin mo. Kapag sa susunod, madaanan mo siya ulit. Okay?
Mhm.
And then of
Yeah.
course, seek help. Yung sabi mo, we should go to therapy, we should go to
Mm.
professional help, and then see, or even like talking to friends, di ba? Ikaw,
Mhm. Yeah.
meron ka bang specific friend, like aside from me, we've been having deep talks of course, but we don't necessarily say
Yeah.
hi, hello, my friend, kamusta ka na? We don't usually do that, but meron ka bang parang go-to person in your life na kapag may pinagdadaanan ka, siya talaga yung takbuhan mo?
Yes, of course. I do very small friends or small circle lang naman talaga ako. But most of my friends talaga that I keep, like yan, pwede kong takbuhan. Apart from you, of course, you know that when we're traveling, sometimes you're running away from something. No, but yeah, really, you're one of them, of course. And then I have also two other friends who knows everything about what I'm going through na parang, um, sasabihin ko lang na tara alis tayo, I just need the presence of someone. Even if you don't talk, sometimes them being there, it makes you feel better. Yeah, but if just telling stories about what's happening about my life, meron kasi that's one of the things that I've learned going through that episode is you really have to feel safe within yourself telling
Yeah.
these stories to other people kasi it starts usually kasi when we have this overthinking anxiety, sometimes we don't feel safe. We don't feel safe within ourselves and then with other people. Na parang, oh, it's not safe to tell my story because that people or that person will judge me. No, I started practicing telling my stories to other people so that I can feel safe na I safe pala magkwento sa ibang tao. Hindi pala
Mm.
na hindi pala siya dangerous na magkwento ko sa ibang tao rather than keeping it inside me tapos mag-explode ka na lang.
Oo.
So yun yung natutunan ko. That's why when we met, kasi that's the time that I'm going through this. So when we met, parang I practiced that na, oh, I think I can open up with Pats kasi I think we're going through some similar things during that time and then we have a lot of similar stories and then I felt safe na telling my stories to other and then it turns out that we became very close, right?
Yeah.
So that's really one of the things na opening up to other people, making yourself feel na safe pa lang mag-open up sa ibang tao.
True.
Kasi not a lot of people naman has the liberty or capacity to pay a therapist, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to consider that as well. So find really close friends or people na feeling mo magiging safe ka when you open up. Sometimes meron pa silang sinasabi na, I just need 8 minutes. Yung 8 minutes thing na, I just need 8 minutes to rant. And then after that, I'm okay. So yun, minsan dapat may code ka din. So yun, I mean, learning yourself and then kung anong mag-work sa'yo, it's really huge. Kasi it will really help you so much kapag na-let out mo yung kung ano yung nasa emotions mo. Of course, syempre ikaw din. So, sino yung sa'yo?
Of course, isali ka din doon. Mommy, alam mo yan. Isa ka sa mga taong parang I feel really, really comfortable sharing my whole life. Alam mo yan. Umiiyak na nga ako, di ba, sa harap mo. Alam mo, nauumay ka na sa kakaiyak ko, pero you still let me feel that you have a sincere and genuine heart to listen. Kasi sometimes parang meron din kasing nagpi-prevent ng mga taon to open up kapag nafe-feel nila na yung parang they make laugh of it, 'di ba? Parang kaya nga be careful with kung kanino ka mag-share. Kasi sometimes these people are there to only make laugh at your situation or to chismis your situation.
Yeah.
So it's really, really important to identify these people. But if you really can't find the right people in your circle, there's hotline that you can call. There's available hotlines. Later we will post it in our description sa episode na to para malaman ng mga tao saan sila mag-call if they need someone to talk to. And these are all free. It's not necessarily a therapy, but this is like someone just to talk to, di ba? Pag may pinagdadaanan ka, you have a problem, you're emotionally high or you're emotionally low, you want to speak, you want to talk to someone, there's a lot of avenues or platforms out there available na makapag-open up. But I think what we're trying to highlight here is really, really have that courage to open up, to release that out, to speak that out, to share your story, to tell your story, to rant it out. Kung gusto mo magmura, kung gusto mo maggalit, gawin mo yan doon. Kasi these people are trained. These people are professionally trained to handle these situations. Paano kung yung nasabihan mo pala is yung parang buang-buang din na friend, di ba? pinagtatawanan ka lang. Pero akala kasi ng iba, and then, joke ka lang, nagmamaoy ka lang, pero hindi na nila alam na yung may pinagdadaanan ka. That's why as a receiver din, tayo din,
Mm.
sa mga nakikinig ngayon ng mga receiver din sa mga ganitong situation. Kasi receiver yung tawag sa taong nagli-listen sa or like an outlet, 'di ba? We also have to be educated. We also have to know kapag tayo yung nabigyan ng opportunity. I know it's a responsibility. You have the freedom naman to say no, I'm not ready to listen kasi you also wanted to take care of your boundaries. But you have to
Mhm.
deliver that in a very friendly way na you can route the person, you can tell the person, I don't think I'm the right person to listen to that, but you can tell me, but I don't have any advice to give. Parang
Mhm.
ganon.
Mhm.
Just as easy as that. And then of course route them or redirect them to professionals like the one we said earlier na merong mga hotlines na pwede nilang tawagan. I've
Mhm.
tried it. I've tried it in the past. We even had the chance to like write it in the journal, yung parang sinusulat sa journal, write my
Mhm.
emotions there. I also do that at right now. That's one of my practice. Like I write my emotions and then read it aloud. Parang I talk to myself. It's also a really, really good practice to be more self-aware. So those are the things that I think we can do
Mhm.
to really navigate through this. And of course, um, wag nating isipin na nag-iisa tayo sa gerang ito.
Yes.
We all go through shits. We all go
Mhm.
through um, messy things in our lives, and
It's really a battle, right?
it's a
Mm.
battle. Most of
Mhm.
us fight every single day. It's our silent enemy, but
Mhm.
we have to think and we have to always and always kumbaga, assure and affirm to ourselves na meron tayong kakampi, that there is a way to get out of it, right?
Yes.
So at this point, I'd like to highlight our partner for this episode, Mommy, um,
Yes.
Mind Nation. It's actually a platform where they provide mental health service sessions. They have coaches or life coaches for mental health, psychologists and therapists or counselors available for you to speak with.
Mhm.
They have an application so people can download. It's called Mind Nation. We will also put the link there in the description. So they're also available 24 hours to cater to whatever inquiries, or if you need someone to talk to, you can also
Yeah.
reach out to their social media platforms. They're actually available, or they're actually present in all social media platforms. It's a holistic it's a holistic well-being. You know, we can also book sessions there and talk to someone that you think would be able to help you and at least listen to you. So if you would like to try it out, you can just download the application and of course sign up, create your accounts, and
Yeah, you can also visit their website for you to know more about Mind
yeah,
Nation.
mindnation.com.
Okay.
Mindnation.com. Yeah. hmm So yes, I think to wrap this up, Mommy, um, it's it's also very important to note that um, this is not an end-to-end
Mhm.
battle. Sometimes after conquering one mountain, there's going to be another mountain. But I think what we were trying to shift from here is to change the narrative of the S thing na hindi siya problema, hindi
Mhm.
siya malaking kalaban. I think for me is a very manageable, preventable situation that we go through in life. How about you?
Yes, I think just being aware of your problems and also not giving into that thought na yan. Because once you
Mhm.
go through it, after that you will really thank yourself and for the lessons that you will learn after that. I know you might have things na pinagdadaanan right now sa self mo, and this is really the last resort that you wanted. But no, it's not, because the world is much a better place with you in here, right? With us in here, humans.
Yes.
So always remember that, and always remember that there's so many people who are willing to help. There's so many people who are willing to listen. You just have to find your right tribe, right?
Yes, I agree.
So that's it for me. So I think the S thought it's not really the answer to any of our problems. We just really have to experience this thing called life, right? Yes, and we'll get. I know it's really nice, because sometimes what's happening to you right now might not matter after a year, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe next year nasa Siargao ka ulit.
Totoo. Diba? Like sometimes after conquering this mountain, pagtatawanan mo na lang siya, ay naku,
Yeah.
napagdaanan ko yun talaga. Bakit
Grabe.
ko na naisip yun? Bakit ako naging ano? Pero we laugh at it not because we're laughing at ourselves, but we laugh at it na parang, wow, nalagpasan ko yun. We feel the joy, we feel the emotional fulfillment of conquering that obstacle. Hindi siya permanent, hindi siya magsistay forever. It's just a
And nothing
phase.
is permanent.
Yeah, it's just a phase that we go through, and there's always a way to get out of it. It's just a matter of choice. Let's choose the better one. Because life is like what you've said, Mommy, life is beautiful. Ang daming pwedeng mangyari sa buhay natin. And
Yeah.
you can become an inspiration to others as well. Your story will become an inspiration to others. You will find your purpose after that mountain. Sometimes, usually, yun, doon
Yeah.
mo nakikita yung purpose mo. Doon mo mas nabibigyan ng meaning yung life mo.
Yes. I mean, your story, each and every human story, or each and every person's story, kasi you can learn something from that, right? So just go through the pain. Once you solve that pain, turn that pain into your purpose.
Yes. Wow. There is power in pain. Charot lang.
There is power in pain. Yeah, I think I've told you that back in Siargao, that that's one thing that I've realized with all the pain that I went through with my life. So let's turn our pain into purpose.
Yes, definitely, I agree. Well, thank you so much, Mami, for being here with me. I like the opportunity to be my co-host, being my co-host in this very special episode. We're celebrating the World Suicide Prevention Month, and we will continue to deliver this message. We will continue to put the message out there. We will make use of this platform to inspire others and to provide avenue for others to let them know that there is really help. And on a very serious note, no one is alone in this journey, right? We are never alone in this journey. There's always hope. There's always someone willing to listen, and there is a brighter day ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on a very serious note. Together, let's continue to break the silence and change the narrative of the suicide world and work toward preventing suicide. Thank you once again, and until the next episode.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks for tuning in on a very serious note. If you love this episode, hit that follow button, share it with your friends, and join us next week for another powerful conversation. Stay curious, stay bold, and always end on a serious note. Until next time!